कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। साधु संग नाम कीर्तन भागवत श्रवण मथुरावास श्रीमूर्तिर श्रद्धया सवन। नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाशादेशतारिणे। All of you doing well? Everything okay? Happy, healthy? Summer vacation on? Not for Sampada. For others?
Also it's not on for me too.
Okay. Very soon, right? Okay, so we will chant one round and then we'll have some nice discussions. Okay? Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram
Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Yes, you wish to take the problem stand and the shield. If you are such a good to him. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you so much, dear worshipable devotees. I see Bionto, Chakrika, Vedehi, Karina, Purbi, Purba, Navya, Isha, Vyom. Wow, it's been a long time. So happy to see you. Sampada, Avani, Athar, Ishan, Sahas, and Arna. Very bold. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha titanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Please, all of you, accept my humble obeisance. Most of you, your summer vacations have started, and for some of you, they're going to begin very shortly. That's my understanding, right? Good. And I saw some of you wrote your SMART goals as well, correct? All of you remember that, like SMART, what was SMART, what, right? Anyone needs help there to review their goals or not knowing what is the SMART thing about these goals? Goals are helpful. Goals help us drive. Goals give us motivation. Goals give us enthusiasm. Goals give us a sense of achievement when we complete, right? You agree? How many of you felt that? When you complete a goal, when you complete something which you planned for yourself, and then you successfully do it, you feel very happy. And so in some case, you may not be able to do, but you will learn some lessons. Okay, you did it 80%, but you got many treasurable lessons also, even when you didn't complete 100%, right? So today I was thinking what topic to cover, and I was not sure what topic to cover since we met almost 2 weeks back, right? And last week was Sadhu Sangha, where I met some of you in person. So I'm very grateful for that. I was thinking of this topic to cover, nature has a lot to teach us, especially the trees. And we were recently reading a section in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10. And Krishna glorifies trees in Canto 10. Lord Krishna is himself glorifying the trees. So I would like to take one verse from there and then have a discussion, open the floor for all of you so you can share your lessons from trees. How many of you have a connection with trees? Some connection with trees you have, right? Right. Most of you. How many of you feel connected when you are in the company of trees? How many of you have learned something from trees? Anything from the trees, right? I see many of the hands are up. So we'll try to cover all those lessons. Okay. Before we go, anyone has any comments, thoughts, questions from anything in the past or anything we covered, anything you want to just express yourself or anything you want to share with everyone? Okay, Beyoncho, what's on your mind today?
I made this thing. It's Krishna's flute. If my background is blurry, like
unblur yourself, then you'll
yeah.
Wow, Krishna's flute. That's beautiful. Thank you. Please share that in the group so we all can. I will spotlight you just for show that again now. Wow, that's beautiful. That's amazing, Beyonto. Thank you. Thank you. Very nice. Anyone else wants to share anything? Or tell anything? Or ask anything? Okay. Then let's proceed. Gurve Gaur Chandraya, Radhikaya Tadalai, Krishnaya, Krishna Bhaktaya, Tad Bhaktaya, Namo Namaha. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 22, text number 35, in this whole chapter, which is entitled Krishna Steals the Garments of the Gopis, in the second half of this chapter, Krishna glorifies the trees. So he's telling all of his friends, I'll open the quick summary also. He is telling all of his friends, it starts from here. Oh, Amshu, Sloka Krishna, Arjuna, Vaishala, Vrishabha, please come. Even while tolerating the wind, heat, snow, they protect us from, they means the trees. Krishna is asking, look at these beautiful trees, they're like umbrella. So Lord Krishna is glorifying the trees. But one verse which I specifically thought we can read is text number 35. Who would like to try this? One can read the verse, one can read the translation. Yes. Navya, Vedehi, Sampada, you read the verse. Ishan, you go ahead with the translation. You want help or you will be able to figure out? Navya, Vedehi, and Sampada? Navya, you need help?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, we'll reverse the order. Then your elder sisters will help you. So Sampada, Vedehi, and Navya.
Hare Krishna. Etavat janma safalyam dehinam iha dehishu pranir arthar diha vacha sheya acharanam sada.
Hare Krishna. Etavat janma safalyam dehinam iha dehishu praner arthar diya vacha shreya acharanam sada.
Janma safalyam dehinam iha dehishu praner arthar diya vacha shreya acharanam sada.
Very nice. Let's read the translation.
It is the duty of every living being to perform welfare activities for the benefit of others with his life, wealth, intelligence, and words.
Very nice. Ishan, you can also read. We'll do it one more time.
It is the duty of every living being to perform welfare activities for the benefit of others with his life, wealth, intelligence, and words.
Wow, isn't that powerful? Who is speaking this, my dear friends? Who is speaking this verse? Who's
Krishna?
telling this? Yes, Lord Krishna is telling. What is it telling? Etavat janma safalyam. Janma means life or birth. Safal means successful, right? Most of you know this word. It is fruitful or safalyam. Dehinam. Deha means body. Come on, one verse which has deha in it. Who can tell? Any verse which has deha in it? Yes, Avni?
2.13 of Bhagavad Gita. Dehino astanyata dehe komaram yovanam jara tata dehantara prapte dhira satra namuyate.
Very nice. I hope you feel better soon. Anyone else knows other verse also? Has a word deha in it? Okay, very nice connection. So deha means basically body, correct? Or life also we can say in this connection. Deha means so dehinam iha dehishu. So see the play of word deha is there. So what's the perfection of our life or our living? When we use our prana, our life, our artha, our wealth, dhiya, which is intelligence, and vacha. What does word vacha mean? Who knows? Yes, Vedi?
Words, speech.
Word, speech. Who can tell a verse with there is vacha there? Sahas?
All the verses that they do Sri Bhagavan Vacha.
Yes, yes. Okay, besides that, who can tell? Navya?
Is Vacho Vegam one? Or is that
Yeah.
Vacho?
Yes, Vacho Vegam. Yeah, very good. Very nice. So, who will explain the meaning in this in your own words? Okay, I forgot the last line. Huh? Shreyam Archanam Sada. Those who are doing Shreyas, those who are doing real benefit, eternal good fortune. You all know Shreyas and prayers, right? What is prayers? Who can tell in a few words the difference between Shreyas and prayers? Who can tell a word where Shreyas comes or Shrey comes? Who can tell a verse where the word Shrey comes? Vedi?
Hare Krishna is Karpanya dosho pahata svabhava Prichami tvam dharma sammudha cheta Yad shreyashan nishchitam bruhi tanme Shishaste ham shadiman tvam prapannam.
Excellent.
Who
Who knows the number? Who knows the number of this verse? In chapter 2, what's the number? Avni?
It's verse 7.
Verse 7, very good. Who knows the translation? Ethereal? Mishti?
Hare Krishna. The translation is Arjuna is saying that now he's confused about his duty and he's lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I'm asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I'm your disciple and soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me.
Hari Bol. Excellent. What's best for me? So basically, we have to do what's best for others, right? Shreya, Acharanam Sada. So we should always act in such a way, Acharana, or acting practically, always Sada, which is good for Pranina Artha, which is good for the real benefit of others. Okay? And this is real success of life. This is real success. The real success of life is not how many dollars we have, how many degrees we have. Real success as per Lord Krishna is how much are we acting for the real benefit. Now, who can give some examples? What is meant by Shreya here? What is meant by Shreyas and prayers? Okay, yeah. First, let's talk about the difference. Who can explain in a few words Shreyas versus prayers? Come on, all these you have covered, right? You have covered these topics we had multiple times. I'll iterate once again, okay? Prayers means the word priya, right? Prayers, what is dear to us? Generally, for our conditioned souls, what's good for us is not dear to us, right? Like eating junk food is dear to most people. It's not healthy, it's not good for us, but it's dear to us. So short-term gain, long-term pain. Short-term, we get some titillation to our senses, correct? Watching TV, we're playing video games. We like it. Who all like it? Right? Eating junk food, just lazing around, wasting time, watching video games, watching soap operas, and all that stuff, which is not good for our health, not good for our bhakti, not good for our family, not good for anything, but we like it. Chakrika is laughing. Everyone is laughing. Good, right? Bhakti is joyful. That's called prayas. What is Shreyas? It may little be uncomfortable. It may be a little challenging. It may be a little hard work in the beginning, but ultimately it's good, right? Like studies, like getting up early, eating healthy food, doing exercise, academics, and real things, spiritual life, chanting holy names, etc. We may not like it in the beginning, but we know it's real good for us. Okay. So now you tell me some examples of how can we perfect our life keeping this verse in the context. What things you as an individual, as a young 10, 12, 15-year-old can do to fit in this definition of perfecting your life. Practical. Shreya Acharanam. What acharan you can do practically. So what are the things we have to engage? Prana, Artha, Dhiya, Vacha. 4 things Krishna is saying. Prana, Artha, Dhiya, Vacha. Life, body, you can say. Dhiya, intelligence, wealth. Don't worry about that now. Later it will come and you can engage. And words, right? Now you give me some practical examples. Now this is like the concept. You give me examples. What things can fit and what you can do. I'm not saying your parents, I'm not saying your grandmother, grandfather, whatever, you can do that. Yes, let's start. Maybe.
I know for the benefit of others is like they say that you should try to bring others to this path for the perfection. Like the perfection of this life is if you can help bring others to this path and get them on to Krishna consciousness. So for us, I guess if we go to do MSF or book distributions, if like we can talk about our experiences, especially since we're younger, and how that has helped us, something like that.
Good, excellent, perfect. Yes, that's very good. So distributing books, MSF, right? What else? How can you? Yes, Navya?
You can distribute prasad because people always say that prasad is another way to bring people to Krishna consciousness if they don't want the books and all the philosophy stories.
Yeah, prasadam They may not be able to digest the philosophy, but they easily, everyone likes prasad, right? Especially like cookies and laddus and gulab jamuns and whatnot, right? Everyone loves that, right? Karina?
Prabhuji, one thing I do is that one of my American best friends, Emily, sometimes she comes over and then I show her kirtan. And then one time, she did the Hare Krishna Mahamantra with me and we sang it together.
Oh, wow, that's so amazing. Yes, kirtan, prasadam, in any way we can share any element of bhakti, which is very good. And even if you're assisting your elders, right? For example, your mother is cutting some vegetables and you are assisting in any way which is directly or indirectly related to Krishna consciousness, you are doing para upkar. You're doing the topmost welfare activity for others. Correct? You are using your intelligence by talking, your words. Let's say you're sharing your experience, whether you said you are using your intelligence, you're using your words, you're using your body to engage in physical service. You go to the temple and you welcome someone there. If someone coming first time, right? It's para upkar. You're giving them a tour, you're explaining to them what it is, why we chant. So this is real welfare. Now, trees, this context is about Krishna glorifying trees. This context is that Krishna is glorifying trees because trees are living this life. You think trees are doing para upkar, or they are using their body, their everything in the service of others, right? Okay, now maybe all of you tell me some lessons we can learn from trees, or some things we can, some examples like how what things trees teach us. Okay, Sahas, Athar, Sampada.
To be tolerant of like any situation, because trees go through like all seasons, and then they have to be tolerant of like the winters and also the summers when it's like really hot or really cold.
Yes, excellent. Right? What's that verse which comes tolerating the seasons? Who knows the verse? Who knows this verse? Sampada?
2.14 Matra sparsastu kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkha agama paino nitya samsitikshasva bharata.
Very nice. Very nice. Very good example, Sahas. They just not tolerate. They tolerance without complaint. Have you heard anyone, any tree saying, the weather is so bad, it's so cold, it's so cold. Like, people can tolerate, but tolerating without complaining, like happily tolerating, is something at a different level. No tree has ever complained it's too cold in the snow. No tree has ever complained it's too hot in the summer, or it's too rainy. We are in the comfortable, we have roof over our shoulder, over ourselves, right? We can't tolerate that cold snow, or the hard sun, or the rain. We have a sheltered roof, correct? What about trees? Actually, this roof is nothing but wood in most cases, correct? Trees have given their life. Think about that. Trees have given their life to give us shelter. They're like the umbrella. We read in this verse, right? We read a little before. We read the trees are actually like umbrella. And this comes, right? See, Sahas, what you saw, you shared is mentioned here. They're like umbrella by shading us, giving us roof, right? Okay. And so tolerance without complaint. Next, who was next? Go ahead.
Hare Krishna. So I have two things. So one of them is patience. You have to be very patient. And then the next one is sort of like do your job, because like trees have to like give out oxygen and also shelter to many bugs and animals.
Okay, we'll go one by one. So talk about patience. What is, how you got this lesson?
Like the tree, I read somewhere, I like forgot where, but a tree was like once a living soul, and a tree was once a living soul, and there was like a soul inside of it, and they have to be very patient during all the seasons.
Right. So it links to the like, it's a small tree, it's a small seed, but to flourish it to its full potential, you can't expect, hey, why I'm still a small seed? Why the other tree is so big? You have to be patient, and keep absorbing the nutrients, the water, and time will help us to grow. Correct? Is that what you meant, Athar? That you will grow organically and gradually, right? Okay, very good lesson. What else? Yes, who's next? Who was next? I forgot. Okay,
I think it was me.
Okay, yeah.
Forgiving, because we may like throw stones at them to get fruits, but still like they give the fruits to us. And also we cut down the trees and they still are very, they're basically forgiving.
Yes, very nice. How many of you ever heard the story, The Giving Tree? Right? It was in your, like, maybe you know that, right? It's a beautiful story. It talks about the trees give, and always forgive till the last. The stump was there, a stump offered as like a bench, right? You remember that? Very beautiful story. Yes, very nice. We'll go a little faster here. Navya, Isha, Chakrika.
My lesson was how much they give to us, because even when it's so hot, they let us go into we get the shade, and they just have to stand there, and they keep giving us things, and we don't exactly say thank you either. We just keep getting things.
Yeah, they give us so much: shelter, food, clothing, right? Everything comes from trees. Is it not? What else they give us? Medicine, so many herbs, they come from trees. What else? Like the roof, the home we're living in is coming from trees, correct? What else they give? Oxygen. How can we forget that, right? The air we're breathing is coming from there. They are maintaining actually the water cycle. If the trees would not have been there, there would not be pure water either, correct? So indirectly, they are helping us get pure water. Otherwise, the world will be like full of poison, right? If the trees are not there. Yes. So in short, they're always giving continuously. The only language of giving without asking. It's very important. Continuously giving without asking anything in return. So what is like one word for this? How can you say in one or two words this line? Continuously giving without asking anything in return. What's that called? Yes, Misty, yeah.
Selfless.
Yeah, selfless service, is it not? So in our services, we should be selfless. We should not say, oh, I'm serving lunch today, so tomorrow he or she should serve lunch to me, right? No, we should be grateful and try to give it back, but not expect anything else like, okay, I'm serving him or her, so they'll serve me tomorrow. No, that's not selfless. So selfless service. Okay, next, Isha, you want to?
No, I was like raising my hand for the thing we just did.
Okay, Isha.
My lesson from the tree is being humble, because when a tree is full of fruits, it like bends down so we can get it. Same way, like when a person is humble and good of things, he bends down to help other people to be good too.
Very nice, very nice. Trees are humble. Trees laden with fruits and a person laden with virtues or good qualities, they always bend down. You heard this? A tree with fruits and a person with qualities, they bend down. They're humble, right? Otherwise, when the winds of the time will come, those who don't bend will always be chopped off by the wind, right? So we should always learn this lesson from the trees to be humble. Trinadapi sunichena taror iva sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. So we covered practically all the lessons are here. Trinadapi sunichena, to be humble. When we talk about humility, we give the example of a tree. Is it not? To be humble like a tree. Trinadapi sunichena. Sorry, trinadapi, like humble like a blade of grass. People spit on blade of grass. Dogs may pass stool and potty on there, right? On the blade of grass, right? So many dogs do that. Did the blade of grass ever retaliate? Hey, why are you throwing such nasty stuff on me? Right? I have some, people cut them. People, do whatever they want to do with that, but they never retaliate. Rinadapi sunichena. Taroriva. Tara means, the Sanskrit meaning is taru. So a few words for trees. Okay, let's do some synonyms. We'll come back to this. Tell me, what are the different words in any language you know? Hindi, English, whatever, mixture, Sanskrit. We are doing synonyms for trees. You tell, yeah, tree. Yes, Vedi, please tell.
In Hindi, like ped.
Ped, okay. Ped. Ped. Okay. Isha, Sampada.
Vrach.
Vriksha,
Yeah.
okay. Vriksha, yeah. Taru, with this is very important. Taru. Vancha kalpataru bhyascha, right? That word comes there. So Vaishnavas are like kalpataru, desire fulfilling tree. That's the other. So Taru is in Sanskrit. Yes, Sampada?
In Nepali we say Rook.
Rook?
Yeah, R-O-O-K-H.
R-O-O-K-H. Rook.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Yes, Ahas? Okay. Ethereal. Wow.
In Spanish, tree is arbol. I think that's how it's pronounced.
How do we say it? How do I type it?
I think it's arbol, A-R-B-O-L. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but
Arbol. Wow. Very nice. Okay. I think we'll come back to this, but you see so many names, but we're referring to the same entity, the trees. Humility, forgiving, patience, tolerance. What else? Did we miss anything? Anyone wants to add anything here? Any lessons? Yeah, please speak up. I don't know if your hands are raised for something or something. Please speak up if you have something in mind. Another thing which is basically we can learn is they're working for welfare of others, or kind of selfless, continuously giving. They're always. Have you heard any mango tree? How many people love mangoes? Do you know any mango tree who has eaten his own mango juice? No mango tree has tasted their own mango. No river has drank her own waters, right? It's so beautiful and poetic because they only know to give. Same with rivers also. In fact, every element of nature knows to give. Trees also teach us one very good thing: be grounded, kind of humility, right? We say be grounded. Where is it coming from? It's trees. It means have a deep foundation in life. Another lesson we should have a deep foundation. Who will do some elaboration here? Who can elaborate this? Avani, please.
So trees, like their foundation are the roots, which go very deep into the ground. So they have such a deep foundation. So it's a lesson for us to also have a deep foundation.
Very nice. Very good. A building with deep foundation always stands long. A building with superficial foundation will not be able to face the challenges or the disasters of life. Another beautiful thing I was thinking, there are some trees, as well as Radhanath Swami Maharaj explains this, their roots may not be so deep, but they are like spreading horizontally. There are trees which last thousands of years, you know that? There are trees which have life of thousands of years. And they have not vertically depth, but horizontal connections. Are you following it? There is vertical depth and horizontal interlocking. So when strong, and they were doing some analysis, how come, so imagine my chin is the ground level, so the roots go inside and then they interlock in. You're following it? The interlock. It's hard to move, correct? You can either go deep this way, which is also good, but we also need to interlock. What does that mean? That means good, healthy, strong friends, connections, mentors, gurus, teachers, who help us. So we have good support system. Are you following it? That's the secret of their long life. So when tough times come, if there is no interlocking, so imagine it's like a 360-degree interlocking. I'm just showing one way, spread that. The roots are going like this way, going every direction. They're interlocking. Will it be hard to move? Yes, it will be hard. That means they will stay strong in their life, in their goals, in their pursuits in life. Why? Strong support system. So much is there to learn from trees, so much. And that's the secret of the redwood trees. So we should have good, healthy friendships, which help us to grow better, not the ones who pull us down. Okay. Another lesson which I was thinking is learn to let go. What? Learn to let go. Who can explain this a little bit? Yeah.
In the fall and winter, the trees' leaves start dying and changing colors, and they fall to the ground. And so they don't complain when their leaves fall. So likewise, when they're not, we should not complain, and we shouldn't be attached to superficial things and just let it go.
Very nice. Or sometimes it's like a tough time, right? When we are not in the best version of ourselves. It's okay. We learn from the mistakes and not repeat it, right? Very good. Sahas?
I had another idea.
Yeah.
Trees have to persevere. They start from such a small little seed, and then they have to go through all the challenges with the weather and all of that stuff to grow into a big gigantic tree. And only the ones that are able to persevere through it are the ones that are still standing.
Excellent. Beautiful. Right? You see any beautiful tree, they didn't go overnight. They had to persevere a lot of ups and downs, lot of changes. But they continue. So lots to see, so much to learn from trees. And that's why they are so dear to Krishna. Because they're continuously working for others' benefit. Let's take some, I'll pause a little bit, take some thoughts and questions or anything you want to share. Was it meaningful? Okay. Summer vacation is starting. I was thinking a few things, or it has already started. Brahma Samhita is a beautiful prayer. How many of you know some verses from there? Okay, type in how many verses you know from there. It could be any number from 0 to 30. It is about 30 verses. One, zero, one, okay. One line all of you know. And it is the same line in all the end of all the verses. Navya is eager to tell that line, right? Who is eager to tell that line? Yes, Navya, go ahead.
Govinda Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Pajami.
Very nice. So you 1/4 of all the verses you have memorized, if you know this line, isn't it? So now you have less lines to read. So every verse has about 4 lines. Let's say 30 verses. How many of you think it's a good goal to memorize Brahma Samhita this summer? How many think it's a smart goal? It's relatable, it's nice, it's doable. It's not, I'm saying not to memorize 300 verses. In fact, I also don't know all the verses, but with all of you, my dear friends, I also will learn. I'll do my best. You all help me, okay? You are younger and smarter and more intelligent, but if your support is there, I'll also be able to do this and your inspiration. How many of you want to pursue this together and help each other? That by the end of summer, that's a very specific goal. By the end of summer, which is about 6 to 8 weeks, right? We will memorize the 29 or 30 verses from Brahma Samhita. Everyone agrees? How many of you agree? How many of you are not on the same boat? Anyone? It's okay if you okay. So basically, Brahma Samhita is spoken by Lord Brahma. Prabhupada did a lot of emphasis on this prayer, a lot of emphasis. And the 3 verses are spoken in the Darshanarati at all ISKCON temples, which I guess some of you know these 3 verses, right? So verse number 1 from chapter 5 and verse 29 to 56. So, okay, all the math is how many total verses? Verse 1 and verse 29 to 56. So how many verses total? Tell me, all of you type in your response. So if the Brahma Samhita prayers, what we are saying that it's verse 1 and verse 29 to 56. So how many verses? Are you following my question? Okay, 18, 28. So total, how many we have to do? This is our goal. How many verses we have to memorize? 28. Most of you are saying 28, right? Okay, raise your hand if your answer is 28. Almost 80% of you. Raise your hand if your answer is 18. Okay, raise your hand, 18, Ishan and Beyonta. Okay, raise your hand if your answer is 29. Okay. Okay, 28. Who got 28? Who will explain? Okay, one of you explain. Mishti, explain.
So I did it starts at 56. 56 minus 29 is 27, but we're also memorizing the verse 29, so you add that too. So it's 28.
And we're also doing the 1, verse 1.
Oh, so this is 29.
Yes. Yeah, good. Now everyone got it? Okay. We will quickly recite it. Or shall we do Kahoot? Okay. Maybe we'll recite it next time. Okay, because I see a lot of excitement for Kahoot. So we will do Brahma Samhita. Good. There are a lot of recordings. Nice devotees have shared it. Again, make a goal, plan for it nicely, step by step. Don't focus on 29. Focus on, if you know 3, focus on the 4th. If you know 4, focus on the 5th one. And don't wait till the last week to memorize 29. Guess what? It'll be very challenging at that time, right? And when I say memorize, that means this handout is there. I can send this to you, or you can create one for yourself. This is Brahma Samhita. In one page, you can get like front and back, print it out. Very good idea. Keep it nicely on your table, or wherever you can read multiple times. You can get it in, I can send this to you. When I say memorize, just to be more clear, I mean you can speak it without the handout. Okay? Good? Fair? Goal? Challenging? Time bound? Specific? So this will be our goal. This will be our offering. You want some more project? This is like more like a memory thing. But do you want like more like poster kind of thing? How many of you want? Okay. Okay. Then there is some. I will keep that as optional. Since you already have so many goals, and I don't want to overwhelm, but at the same time, I want to encourage. If you have interest, I want to fan that interest. You see, if you have interest, I want to create facilities to fan that interest. So like last time, I will assign certain topics, maybe 10 of them, and you pick one of those. Good? It'll be very similar to what last time. You'll get a poster. It is easily available in Walmart or Office Depot or things like that. You research the content, you make a nice colorful way to present it, and then the final outcome is your presentation. So this is like if you do it again, who will benefit the most? You will benefit the most. But I will leave that as optional, but one optional thing you have to do. If you need a little bit more challenging thing for the elders, I want some of you to team up and develop a website. If you want a little more, I will help you, not technically, but like directional wise, like what things to have. I know some of you like these things. These are not hard. but for those who are about 12 and things like they want a little more challenging things, and it will help you also to work together. You are young and very enthusiastic devotees. This will help you to learn something. How many of who would like to kind of think about it? It meant more the elders one, but the younger ones seem to be more interested. Arna is interested. So I think I would say that the minimum age, I would say at least 12. How many? Arna, I think you're about 12, right? Sahas, Arna, Mishti, right? Vedahi, Avni, if you guys want to do, you message me about 12 because it needs some more computer knowledge, which the younger ones may not have, right? If you're interested, I will help you. And YouTube is a great source and we'll work it out together as a team, okay? So that can be your home. I mean, everyone has to do something creative. You do poster, you do website, you help in the website, or you can also do an expression of like some painting, painting arts for those who like that stuff. And think about, my dear friend, this website will become a repository of your work. We will have multiple sections, and I will have meetings with the website team, what to do, how to do, like a platform for all your videos, a platform for classes, a platform for the amazing things you do, your essays, your homework, all that. We want that to go there. Would that be amazing? It's okay to not know, oh, how will I figure this out? It's okay. Take challenges, right? And you're not alone. It's okay to venture into new things in life, right? That's how we learn. Say yes, okay? And we will work it out. You're not alone. You get stuck, we'll figure it out. And Krishna is on our team too, right? So let me know. I'll form a separate group for the elders, just a temporary, like 2-month project where we will do this. Okay. So I would encourage elders to do that, some of you, and the younger ones to do the poster presentation. And I'll share the topics. And the verses of Brahma Samhita apply to all. Is that fair? Enthusiastic? You all feel happy about that? And when you work together as a team, guess what happens? The support system. When we work together, we develop thicker friendships, correct? When we serve together, there might be sometimes ego clashes also. Hey, I don't like your idea, maybe this idea. Then how we have 5 different ideas, we can't do 5 things. How to work around that, that's also learning, correct? How to be respectful, at the same time express yourself assertively. All these things I want you all to learn, and that will happen when you work as a team. Okay, so we covered quite a few things. Brahma Samhita, important. We will develop a structure. You remember that Excel? We'll develop the same structure, and I'll mark all those verses from 129 to 56. You click whichever you memorize, you will see you have 29. You did 2, 3, how many pending, all that I'll share. And not today, maybe tomorrow. Okay, you put your name so you can track where you're going. By mid of this summer, you should have halfway through, at least. If you are above that, you're doing good. If you're behind it, you need to do something different, right? That helps to track our goals. Goal tracker. Okay. Anything before we start Kahoot for today? Yes, Karina.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dinapranama, Gloria Srila Prabhupada. I just had a question, Prabhuji. I had a question, like, it's something different than the topic we're talking about, but it's still about Krishna consciousness. My question is, Prabhuji, we all say Krishna only does what's best for us. Then why did he create this material world? Because this material world is full of non-existent happiness.
well, happiness. So why did he create it if he wants what's best for us?
Because we are rebellious. We are rebellious. Like, like a small child may ask for, hey, I want to play kitchen. Like small girls, they play kitchen set. Like my niece, she likes kitchen set. Right? I'm sure you all played as a 5-year-old kitchen set, right? Artificial kitchen and artificial everything. Or maybe the boys, you may say, going to an amusement park and playing like striking cards and stuff, right? It's like a material world is like an amusement park. We think we will enjoy here, right? We go striking cards, we go rides up and down, we want that candy, we want that thing. But at the end, we are exhausted, right? No matter how fancy and or how alluring it appears, but at the end we are exhausted and we want to go home, correct? How many of you felt that after the end of the day at the amusement park, right? We don't want to stay there, but at the same time, we are very eager to go there, to enjoy, correct? That's what material world is. Do you hear like a beeping thing?
No.
No, Prabhi.
Okay, I'm hearing. Maybe it's on my side only. I'll come back. So, material world, because God does not want to push things upon our throat. We wanted to enjoy separate from God. God said, no, will not be happy. My dear child, this is your real home. Don't go. You'll struggle. You'll be miserable there. No. Why are you interfering in my free will? I want to go there. I'll be happy there. You don't know. I know better than you. Say, okay, go. So he had to create, like, what if, okay, another example. Does the government want good for everyone? Good government, let's say. They want good for everyone, correct? Good leaders. Then why do they create jail? If they want good for everyone, then why do create jail? Because the government knows there will be some people who will not obey the laws, who will be a miscreant to others. So government is not happy to have jails. It's not that they're happy, oh, jails are full. Wow, no vacancy, right? When the employment is down, they say, oh, employment, like, or some good statistics are down, or when the good statistics are high, they broadcast it proudly. Oh, we have good annual growth, or we have zero unemployment. But they don't say, oh, we have zero vacancy in jail. Such a miserable thing. It's a good thing to have low people in jail, correct? But what to do? Government has to create. So government is like Krishna here, who's administering through his servants the whole material world and all the worlds, right? Does that help, Karina?
Yes, thank you so much, Hare Krishna. Thank you for the answer.
Okay, let's get ready for Kahoot. Which mode should I do? Color Kingdom? The topic is...
No, can we do chill out, please?
Chill out?
I think chill out.
Chill out?
Yeah, it's gonna be harder because last time we had over like 30 people around.
Okay. All of you see my screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So it's all one team, huh?
Junior Tiger.
I also joined today. I want to see how it feels like.
Wait, I use SVGD.
Yes, Shubha Vilas Govinda Das, your servant. Everyone in? Anyone needs more time?
Can you give me more time, Prabhuji?
Sure. Everyone in now?
1 minute, Prabhuji.
Yeah, there's only one person left.
Shall we get started? Ramya?
She's in.
Okay.
Yes, all of us do. Oh, it's a tie. Nope, it's the Niagara Falls.
We have similar tastes, at least. Two categories of similar tastes. Come on, we have only 1.5 minutes.
we're doing better with less people.
Almost completing one in less time. Oh my god.
Thanks to Prodigy's not ending the thing, we won.
That was really nice. I really enjoyed
That
this.
was fun. That was fun.
I
Yeah,
got 2
amazing.
awards. I got Sharp Detective and Art Aficionado.
I got an art slot.
Wow. You felt nice to work as a team.
That was nice.
Double G. Last time I played this, I got Art Aficionado. Now I got it again.
Wow. We're a good team. Good job. Haribo. Good job. So, anything else before we wrap up? Okay, then. So, we have a few nice, challenging, and interesting things ahead, right? So, enjoy your summer. Take care of your health, your bhakti, your academics, your spiritual life. Engage it meaningfully. And well begin is half done. Try to wake up early. If you wake up early, everything else will fall in place. Okay? Don't take it as a time to be lazy. If you are waking up early, you are going to be ahead in every dimension of life. Okay? Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah. Thank you. Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.